West. I'm here at XCORPS Fashion. Today we have with us Fred Sweet. He is the executive producer of the La Jolla International Fashion Film Festival.
I'd like to talk about the film that won Best Director for Larry Sullivan and Best Actor for Alan Benatar. And that is My Favorite Season. And it takes place in Paris. And it really exemplifies what La Jolla is all about, because it's a very strong narrative. It's about this Chinese girl, and they at the time the crew was living in China, so it kind of worked there, but it's an international production, and it's about a young Chinese woman, a student that gets a job apprenticing for a couture house in Paris. And so, it really had a wonderful screenplay, and people don't realize that these, quote, little fashion films, they have screenplays now. And they had a very poignant scene where the mother was telling the daughter, how to handle herself in the big world and talking about life. And it was really amazing. I mean, I say constantly, people have no idea how much emotion and drama can fit into a 5-minute film. I tell you, I've seen 5-minute films that are 10 times better than 2-hour films. And so it's just amazing what the message and the drama and everything that these filmmakers can elicit in 5 minutes. So maybe it's reflective of our life now. Everything's speeded up anyway.
Right.
But so this girl goes to Paris, and she meets up with this, of course, super affected, high-intensity couture, the guy, let's say would be analogous to one of the famous, designers. And so all sorts of things happen, and she winds up staying there. That's about as much as I can say about the plot. And the number of people in the film probably was about 15 people, a very large cast, a lot of lines, what we call. In other words, there was a lot of people talking. And I know that, for the jury, they look for Best Director, they always want to see them directing people and actors and actresses. They don't want to see beautiful scenes. There's nothing wrong with that, and those films win Best Cinematography, that type of thing. But for Best Director, there has to be speaking, and there has to be a cast to direct. So that was so well deserved, and I'm so happy for Larry Sullivan. He was a great guy when we interviewed him, very down to earth and cool, and just a real professional filmmaker. And Alan Benatar, he plays this extremely high-strung designer in Paris, and he told us that it was perfect for him because that's the way he is in real life.
Really?
So yeah, he said that the role matched him perfectly. I don't know if he was cast for that reason, but I tell you, I don't think it's true. I think he just said that to be funny, because he seemed very calm to me. Not this intense maniac. So it was just a wonderful film, and right now people can see it if they go to the website.
Fred, tell us about some of your more significant submissions.
Yeah, thanks, Jessica. This year we had a dazzling film. It's actually was from Taiwan. This was a new person for me. This person had never submitted before, and it's Alexander King Chen. And he had about 70 people working on this film for about a year and a half. And it's so nice to get a film where you really kind of get blown away. This film by Alexander King Chen won 3 awards, which is very unusual. It won for Best Set Design, it won for Best Visual Effects, and then it won for Best Costume Design. The setting is a future setting. It's like a science fiction fashion film. But the type of production values that went into this were certainly at a Hollywood feature film level. And it's always so interesting to me personally that when I first watch a film and then I find out who made it. And it's a little bit like The Voice. If anyone watches that film, that voice competition, they do something a little bit unique. They don't allow people to see who's singing at first. It's the blind auditions. So, and that's really what La Jolla, they're like blind auditions. And so it's always so nice that, to me, it's kind of human nature to associate films with someone you might have in mind, and what they would look like to produce a film like that. And for me personally, I always love it when it's the opposite of what I'm thinking of, so I'm just saying, it's like, this person produced that, that's absolutely dazzling and mind-boggling. And so this Alexander King Chen, he pulled together this group, and the detail that Jim and Adam Hayes, they were the directors. Alexander actually, he was the producer on this, and he pulled all of these people and casts together. So it's a wonderful film, and it's really a spellbinding film. So we were so lucky to have it, and congratulations to Alexander and his crew.
We're bringing you the very best in the world from the fashion film industry, a relatively new genre in film. So stay tuned for more XCORPS Fashion TV.